In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this channel is not to be viewed by children under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. Last we left off, we did some more talking with all the shopkeepers, and we also got a new job to basically crash a party. Which is what we're going to do. If you like what you all see, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified. And let's start. You're all probably thinking, Mark, don't you usually, stream on the weekends? And I'm like, yeah. Here's a bit of a special case. Tomorrow is my brother's wedding. I don't know if any of you have known this, or, you'd have to probably be in my friend group to understand this, but, yeah. I basically am going to go to my brother's wedding tomorrow, and I don't know if I have to be there early or not, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just stream today, maybe, see if that'll work. It's been a long time since I streamed on a weekday. If you all remember when I did my Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will admit I got burnt out fast with the games, so I stopped and I went back to weekends. So yeah, I'm just going to be blunt. This is more of, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing or a temp thing. 3 times daily might be interesting, honestly, but let's see where this goes. Anyway. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Travels to the Repulse Bay Hotel to dig up information on Neville Ma. Okay. So, we have a party here. Let's bring Gaichu, Gobbet, just in case, and so I know we're gonna have to dig up on some stuff from her. Let's bring Isobel. Let's roll. You're about to enter the Repulse Bay Hotel. Continue? Yes. In case if this stream doesn't work, I'll go ahead and I made a save before all this, so we're good. Okay? Exit stage left. I should have written that down as the name of the episode. You arrive at the eponymously named Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. Foreboding? You make your way onto the ground floor level. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sounds of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville Ma's party in full swing. Alright. We don't have that much in way of supply, so we have to be really careful here. Either there's Gaichu, or Gobbet, or... We really should have stocked up. What the hell. The elevator disgorges you onto the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, carefree laughter, and silver-round china. We should discuss our approach, Shenjan. I would recommend searching the apartment as our first course of action. I am somewhat dubious about the idea of crashing the party. We ghouls are seldom welcome at such events. Sure, but Neville Ma and Penelope Wong will be at the party. If we don't bluff our way in, we can't talk to them. Doc Shen Yang is paying us to find out how Ma is up and walking so quickly after the accident. Talk to the guy would probably be a good idea. We'll play it by ear. I don't know this scene any better than any of you. I agree, for obvious reasons. Lead on, Senshan. We will follow. Here we are. Let's see what we can do. Matrix data line. Hello. Alright. Isabel, jack in. Alright, let's see about this now. Oh crap, that was close. Shit! Oh god, that was close. That should be easy. Eight, 7, 2, 1. Shit! Well, I guess I gotta do this. Ah, there it is. You know, I was not expecting this. Okay, here's the hotel data core. Hello, viewer. Welcome to the Repulse Bay Central Data Hub. Please stay query. Information on Neville Ma. Ma, Neville Residence, Penthouse Apartment number 2. Expand query. Apartment door code. Sweet! 1635. Alright. Other records. Events. One event found. Yellow Springs Films private party mezzanine level front desk indicates 6 unclaimed invitations. Got an invitation? Yes! Alright. Let's see other records here. Planned hotel expansion. Accessing expansion plans. Hey D. I know, I'm actually on earlier than normal this week. Like I said earlier, my brother's getting married tomorrow and I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I might be able to, so I mean I might not, so think about it like this. 3 episodes this week. Maybe I should do this more often, honestly. Accessing expansion plans. You download a series of files detailing expansion plans on the hotel's ground floor. It might be valuable to local construction firms. Alright. Maintenance logs. Accessing maintenance logs. Reams of data flood the screen. Everything's organized by way of reference numbers. It's an incredibly obtuse and confusing system. Without knowing what number to search for, there's little value to see here. Okay, we at the very least got access to some of that data. Let's get out. Yeah. I'm already an uncle to 1 kid, and now I'm gonna find out I'm gonna be a step uncle to 2 more. That's something. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to... let's go see if we can get access to Neville. Hotel guest. A sullen-looking troll stands on the periphery of the kitchen. He turns to you, shoulders slumped forward in size. No restaurant servants tonight. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could go onto that balcony. He sniffs the air wistfully. All that delicious food. See? This guy knows what's up. Looks man. Why can't you get in? Guests only. The guy throwing it seems to connect it to the Trid industry. There are tons of actors in there. Some of them from Promises in Moonlight. He fiddles shyly. You know the show, right? I'm afraid not. His eyes widen excitedly. You need to see it. It's the best show on the Tridio ever. He leans in, his face inches from yours. Ever. I'll, get right on that. Good luck with the kitchen, buddy. Today's special, Buddha's Delight. Okay. Waiter. That party looks like it's real fancy. Who's throwing it? I don't know, but I swear I saw Penelope Long in there. Oh man, I love to meet her. She's so glamorous. Waiter. A ragged waiter manages to straighten up as you approach. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the veranda at the Repulse Bay. How may I serve you? I've got some questions about Neville Ma. Heard of him? His expression clouds. Certainly, everyone knows Mr. Ma. What kind of person is he? Between you and me, he's difficult, which is putting it lightly. Man runs the staff ragged. He jerks his thumb in the direction of the veranda. That's his party out there. Richies like him love to display their wealth. Sounds like you have some stories. He lowers his voice, like you wouldn't believe. He once made a handful of us walk all the way out to Sheko to fetch dumplings for his guests. It was pouring out with winds blowing around 50 kilometers per hour. Practically a death march in that weather. Why didn't the kitchen here make Ma some dumplings? Ma said the kitchen's dumplings weren't good enough. Called them peasant food in front of all his guests. Chef Kang was furious, of course, but since Ma's rich, hotel management told us to give him whatever he wanted. By the time we got back from Sheko, the dumplings were cold, the party was over, and Ma had retired to his suite with a pair of starlets. We had to pay for those dumplings out of our own damn pockets. A couple days later, Kevin came down with pneumonia from the trip. Lost his job over it. And that's just one of our experiences with him. Needless to say, no one here is a fan of the man, but we're paid to serve the tenants here, so that's what we do. He shrugs. It's a living. Yeah, service workers generally get screwed. What's with the guard by the balcony? There is a private party outside, and our establishment provides security for any event that requires it. But don't worry, the balcony will be free again in a few hours. You look exhausted. How about you take a break? Not yet. I can't afford to miss any tips. He sighs. I went to Macau last week and it wiped me out. Bad luck with the horses, you know? Today's your lucky day. Today's the day your luck changes. I'm willing to help you out for some information. The waiter stares at you, suspicious, but his desperation gets the better of him. I'm listening. I need access to a penthouse apartment. Name your price. I got the new unit to spare. Alright, whose apartment? Neville Ma's. 500 new and the code is yours. He blurts it out without a second thought. Done. The code is 1635. Moves out his PDA and glances at the blank balance. A satisfied grin lights up his face. Oh, and if you get caught, I didn't tell you anything. Of course not. I've never spoken to you in my life. His smile widens. Have fun with Mr. Ma's things. If some were to go missing, maybe wind up at a pawn shop, I doubt they'd be missed. We already got the room access key, and we have an invitation. There's Penelope Wong, and there's our target. Let's rock. The security guard stands in front of you on the patio, a bored expression on his face. He looks you up and down as you approach. Party, pal, invitate. His eyes land on Gaichu, and his face goes white. He recoils in horror. What the hell? Go in the lounge! Be silent! His voice comes out in a rasping hiss. Calm yourself, you're not going to cause a panic. The guard stares at you, his mouth agape. What the hell do you think you're doing bringing a ghoul in here? Use your head. That isn't a real ghoul. He's an actor in a costume. Oh. He leans in to inspect Gaichu. That makeup is really good. He shoots a backward glance at you, then turns back to the guard with a slight bow. Thank you very much. Hair and makeup worked very hard. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what show are you working on? I might like to check it out. It's a pilot. We're shopping into the networks. He jerks his thumb in your direction. Talk to my agent. He can fill you in on the details. The guard looks at you expectantly. It's called Shadow Force. It's about a team of Shadowrunners who get sent to the future so they can help fight against alien invaders. The twist is that we were the aliens all along. The guard nods excitedly. Hey, that sounds really good. You know, a lot of show business types come around these parts. I do what I can to shop it around. Shadow Force. That's a great ring to it. Yes, we are all very proud. The guard moves aside. Well, I've kept you long enough. You head on to the party. He extends his hand to Gaichu to shake. It's a real pleasure meeting you, sir. He stares at the guard's hand for a moment before extending his own. They shake. Yes, thank you for your enthusiasm. The pleasure was mine. As you pass by the garden into the party, Gobbet whispers at you under her breath. That was amazing. Oh god, I can't believe we just pulled that off. I'm gonna have to make it for $3 million less than my original budget. I think my dog Rocky just has a thunder and he just bolted off my bed down the stairs. Holy shit. I better go talk. I better go make sure. Rocky, that was the TV, boy. Producer. I know. Thank. The partygoer raises an eyebrow at your approach. They're serving Century Oak Cabernet like punch here. It's hard to believe considering how much of a single bottle costs. It's even harder to believe Mr. Ma is hosting this party, and it's so soon after his accident. I heard about that. It didn't seem to slow him down. That man's a machine, he smirks, amused by himself. Not literally, but he might as well be the way he sprang back after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. Seriously? Man should look like a cat food. Looks like cat food after impact like that. I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking. Or dining, regaling, whatever, or have you. If you ask me, it's all that positive key of the fans have been stirring up. I heard that there's an entire message board praying for him and making offerings at temples. The Matrix is nuts for promises in Moonlight. If Ma hadn't negotiated a second season, his fans would just as easily have turned on him. If that's all it takes to win immortality, maybe I should become famous too. Isn't that why we're all here? To be famous, become famous, or make someone else famous? You have to say as someone across the room and waves. Lisa, over here! Gives you a curt nod. Nice talking to you. Nope. That is sort of a thing. I'm sure you'll get the part. Your audition was excellent. You know, that's the thing about fame. It's a double-edged sword. You become famous, then all of a sudden something bad happens and you ruin it. Like, what happened with Cryotic? Famous YouTuber, went off the grid, and now no one knows where the heck he is. I kind of like this stuff sometimes. Like, I will admit, I did listen to his Asura's Wrath video, but now he's gone radio silent. I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, like, big YouTubers just, maybe not being famous is a good thing, you know? Like, not being famous at all is kind of a double-edged sword. No one knows who you are, and between being famous and not being famous. It's also a bit of an interesting idea for characters, I guess, but I'll get into that later. The glamorous starlet flashes you a standard celebrity smile, lovely but emotionless. Good evening, Penelope Wong, but please call me Penny. Pleased to meet you, Penny. Name's Argyle. She lifts her drink and takes a tentative sip. What brings you to our little soiree, Mr. Argyle? I don't believe I've seen you around the studio before. I'm representing some interested parties who'd like to collaborate with Yellow Spring Studios. They wanted to make sure Ma's injuries were as minor as they heard. Your friends have nothing to worry about. I must admit, I nearly died of fright when I heard of what happened. But to look at Neville now, you'd never guess he'd been hurt. She smiles demurely. It's miraculous, isn't it? His medical bills must have been steep. I saw pictures of the accident. It was a mess, Neville included. I wouldn't know. The hospital was first class, only the best for Neville. But I never asked about his finances. It's not my place. I'm not sure even Neville could cover the costs for such miraculous treatments. Whatever they may be. Think someone's cushioning his expenses? Someone new? For a moment she's lost in thought, face twists in concentration. No, I don't think so, but Neville did make some new friends while here in Guangzhou. Oh? There was a woman, can't remember her name, who now visits Neville regularly. I heard she's quite the fashionista. They sound close. Penelope shrugs. They seem to get on well. I'm a little sad he's never introduced us, though. She's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Penelope's gaze drifts over your shoulder for a moment, and she smiles at someone behind you. Oh, please excuse me, that's Mr. Yao, and I promised him I'd say hello tonight. Enjoy the party! Thank you, Penelope, that was a pleasure. Yeah, like, find out more about Ma's friend. So yeah, like, being popular really isn't all that. I mean, I don't understand, like, in most high school anime or stuff, or shows, there's always the popular group. And a lot of people, teenagers really want to, you know, be popular for some reason. They want to stand out. I don't get it. I don't see the point in it, honestly. It's just kind of pathetic. Like, who cares? It's not gonna matter in the real world. High school is basically just that. Just like, you basically, like, it's a little sheltered bubble. Like, you don't really understand how things are about to go out until you enter the real world. Some do, others don't, and you get royally screwed. I mean, you either prepare for it or you don't, but let's be honest, school does not prepare you for anything. Take it from a guy who had a rough life in high school. I need to call that psychiatrist. Shit. Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He strains his wristwatch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of Yellow Springs. The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Call me Mr. Argent. Thanks so much for hosting this gala. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry and the press that Promises of Moonlight is doing well, and that we're still a local operation. Hope that you're enjoying yourself. I heard about your accident. How did that happen? He sighs. Seems as though that's all everyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice to say, a delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Did the police discover anything unusual? Not really. Apparently the latest software update to the truck had gotten corrupted, but that was all they found. It was shocking to discover the delivery company missed the glitch. I suppose that's a mistake anyone could have made, and certainly not enough to point to one person. You were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Your treatments must have been expensive. Not especially. Guangzhou's hospitals are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe Eurocar a lot of thanks for their safety features. I heard that you made a new friend while you were in the hospital. Yes, Miss Fang. She's quite an admirer of Promises of Moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. What line of work is she in? She's independently wealthy. I believe that she was an early investor in Eastern Tiger during their expansion several years ago. Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. It's my pleasure. Please, enjoy the party. Did you hear? He's half Russian? It's no wonder he's got those overseas jobs. Local gossip. But yeah, I don't understand with most shows and most high school shows and popularity, like, I'm pretty sure if they understood how the real world was, they pretty much understand that it is not how they think it is. They're gonna get screwed. But really, popularity is just not really all that worth it, honestly. Especially nowadays, you know? Input the code. What was it again? 1635. High school for me was torture. Like, sometimes the bathroom floors smelled like pee. There was literally, why is it so cold in here? I can see my breath. There was also, like, the ceilings were torn open, like you could actually see the inner workings. Not to mention, some of the teachers really didn't do, like, some teachers did do a good job, I'm not gonna lie, but a lot did not. I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. Not to mention, there was still rampant bullying, a whole lot of other stuff going on. Hell, once, there was actually a recording that someone tried to sneak into the school and steal equipment from computer labs. Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes, and various accessories fill this room. You need a closet for suits? Rage. This fridge is well stocked. There's enough food in here to feed a big party. Liquor cabinet. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. Steal a sip. Take a gulp and quickly gag. The wine's strangely warm, given the temperature of the room, and disgustingly salty. Interesting. His nose wrinkles as he tastes the air. I'll be taking it with me if you don't mind. Go ahead, it's vile. Not your vintage, I'm not surprised, but I find the aroma quite enticing. He stowed the bottle in his pack. Wait. Gaichu, what the hell? Is that blood? Did I just drink blood? The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door and it looks like a recent addition. The wall has clearly been reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade mag locks hold the door sealed. It'd be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break them open. Examine the door. A cursory glance at the door frame reveals no sign of a key power jack point, but you do see what appears to be an RFID reader. A 16-digit number has been stenciled onto the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? Probably to keep up appearances? Can you imagine how people would talk if he installed this thing in the hallway? Well, one thing is certain. We aren't getting through there without a key. Most likely, that means we will have to get one from Ma, or one from his people. Ah, shucks. I guess we'll just have to go down back to the party. I mean, that is the next logical step. Tell me we're gonna go back to the party. Looks that way. Saddle up, we got a party to attend. This is gonna be hard. I gotta remember how I did it the last time I played this game. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. High school was really not all that great for where I'm from. It was terrible. Not to mention our football team sucked. It was always the same people over and over and over and over and over again. Neville, buddy. Nope. I guess they don't have anything to talk with. Penelope. Welcome back, Mr. Argyle. To what the pleasure. I was hoping you could help me. Help me, Penny. Do you have the key fob for Neville's security door? A quizzical look crosses her face. I do, but how do you know about that? A group from the party has gone upstairs with Neville's blessings, of course. We'd like to open this place up, but we can't without the fob. Oh, in that case, please take my key fob. Just bring it back when you're done, okay? She digs around her purse before producing a small plastic device and hands it to you. Thank you, Penny. You don't know how helpful you've been. Penelope beams at you. Always happy to help where Neville's concerned. That was nice. Now we just gotta go in, get the key fob, get the dirt, get out. Return back the key and get back out. Should be simple enough. I hope. So yeah, other than that, like, other than really bad high school experiences, this week really wasn't all that bad. I mean, I went to the went to the doctors last week. I gotta actually contact that, I'm trying to get basically, some help, psychiatrist help. I have to call her later today. I kind of forgot to. Like, she's been she's been calling, but my phone does not have caller ID. So yeah, I'm trying. As you approach the door, a light set into your key fob goes from red to green. There's a loud series of thunks and the door slides open. A blast of frigid air floods into the room from the other side. Wow, it is freezing in here. Why would Neville have a room this cold? I mean, it shouldn't be that hot outside. An expensive consumer-grade computer terminal awaits your input. The display background is set to a screen capture from Promises in Moonlight. Penelope Long's radiant smile beams at you from a corner of the screen. Why, if it isn't Ma's personal terminal. A sly smile cracks up Isabel's cheeks. She cracks her knuckles. Let's have a look. Let's go. A few keystrokes is all it takes to get into the computer's file structure. With the high-tech security door in his apartment, it seems Ma never bothered to encrypt his machine. An options menu appears on the screen. Search email. You read through Ma's email. Most of it is spam and boring business arrangements, but one detail stands out. Neville Ma is frequently emailing a woman named Ku Feng. They seem close, exchanging a lot of thinly veiled flirtation. It appears that Neville has been lavishing Ku Feng with money and affection. Expensive gifts, rent checks, miserable attempts at poetry, seeing to it that her every need is met. Search financial records. Neville's financial records are astonishingly boring aside from two major things. He spent next to nothing on his hospital bills, where it appears he only stayed for 3 days. He spent it. I have. Where did that happen? I don't know who that is. And he's spending a lot of money on a woman named Ku Feng. Jewelry, bills, clothes, and such. Okay, so he's been in the hospital for 3 days. Paid nothing for it, and is spending it all on Ku Feng. Let's unlock the office door. With a push of a button, you unlock the office door from the other side of the room. An ominous thunk reverberates throughout the cold steel apartment. I got a bad feeling about this. Without warning, a frigid wind blows through the hot apartment. The chill cuts through your clothing, raising goose flesh all over your body. Where is that coming from? There's another blast of cold, and a pale and imposing woman materializes out of thin air. A throng of black-faced men and women materialize alongside her. Ah, the little dog who's been sniffing around Neville Ma's affairs. Her voice is imperious, arrogant. Ku Feng, I presume? She nods. Just so. My servants have been watching you since you arrived. I suspect that you are an evil man and that you are here to do harm to Neville, and so I came to stop you. Be careful, Sengshan. Her aura is streaked with corruption. I can practically taste it. His lip curls. She is a vampire. These others are her pawns. And you are a ghoul. Why would these people choose to associate with a corpse eater is a mystery to me. Perhaps you're their pet? Gaiju tightens his fingers around on the hilt of his katana. Who will eat whom, leech? Come from me and let us see whose teeth are sharper. Goblet leans over and whispers to you, an HMHVV deathmatch. Eminent Sengshan, you pay to watch that. Yes, I would. She smiles at you with blood-red lips. An armed conflict in this room would bring security within moments. The Hong Kong police force would no doubt arrive shortly thereafter. Is that what you want? It makes no difference to me. I could disappear just as swiftly as I arrived, but you, on the other hand? She's right. We can't fight in here. Doc Shen Yang told us that we wouldn't get paid if we did. We appear to have reached an impasse. I cannot allow you to leave, and you seem intent on continuing your investigation here. So how shall we resolve this conundrum? I won't get paid if we fight in here, and no doubt the police won't want answers. There's another way. A more formal arrangement, then. A face-off in a neutral location? A duel at midnight works for me. Very well. She steeples her fingers. As for the terms, if I win, you willingly submit to my influence. You become my pawn, and if you win... We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. She nods grimly. Wait 15 minutes for the sun to go down, then come to the roof. We'll settle this there, like gentlemen and ladies. The sun dips below the horizon. Mist coalesces, coating the apartment rooftop in dew. Ku Feng and her cohorts appear. Are you prepared to become my servant, human? You must not resist, or I'll be forced to kill you. Should it come to that, I'll endeavor to make it swift and painless, but no promises. I'm ready if you are. This will be entertaining. Kill him. And I definitely feel like maybe... Yeah, I definitely feel like we should at least call it here for today, because, if I remember, this fight is definitely going to be a bit interesting and tough. But, yeah, I'm Dragon King Mark, and next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition, we're going to face off against the vampire Ku Feng and her cohorts. There's a lot of people here. It should be easy to take her out. Hopefully. But I'll check about that later. If you like what you guys saw, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to stay notified, and I'll see all of you next time. Laters.